Tuesday, March 12th, 2024, special Sauk Village Board meeting, 6 p.m.
As far as I know, I'm too tired and too much paperwork. Can't imagine. Just too much. Oh, then we got a free intermission. Don't work today.
How you doing?
All right, sir.
How you doing? Yeah, my mom had passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, she passed away. So I took a few months off. Coming in now.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you. I'm sorry to hear that.
She was sick. She had been sick. Yeah, but diabetes. Is everything right here?
All right, we're going to call the special meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, would you please come? Here. Here.
Here.
Okay.
Hello? Here.
Okay, I'll ask at this time for a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of personnel.
So move.
Second. Moved by trustee. Oh, I'm sorry, every few minutes. Moved by trustee Johnson, second by trustee Carter. Madam Clerk, please. Well, yes, this is, I'm asking for an executive session for the special meeting agenda, yes. Pardon me? I've already, I asked for a motion.
So you're adding something to the agenda?
Well, I'm asking, you should be adding to every agenda.
Okay.
We need to have this. Okay, moved by trustee Johnson, second by trustee Carter. Madam Clerk.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Williams?
No.
Trustee Johnson?
Yes.
Trustee Sapp?
No.
Trustee Williams?
Yes.
Trustee Burns?
All right, motion carried. We're going to go to executive session at this time. I passed out some memorandum, so if you want to bring that in, the one from our attorney, please bring that in with you.
The executive session period?
Yes,
You ask what you're going to executive session for? What did you say?
personnel.
Minutes? And minutes,
Minutes.
okay.
Madam Clerk, make sure you take this.
You can call me back. Thank you.
How you doing, Fire Chief? Good. Y'all looking at it. Is that coming here? Roger. Is that the one for the drinks? That's guy.
She gets scared?
Okay.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to reconvene the special meeting. Second. Moved by Trustee Burns, second by Trustee Caldwell. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Benson?
Here.
Trustee Sapp?
Here.
Trustee Williams? Here. Trustee Burns? Here. Trustee Clay?
Here.
Here.
I'll ask at this time for a motion. I'll ask for a motion to table the rest of this meeting until the Legislative Council has had a chance to go over some of the aspects of the meeting itself. So I'll ask for a motion to table.
So move.
Second. Moved by Trustee Johnson, second by Trustee Carter. I'm mad at that. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
Abstain.
Trustee Williams? No. Trustee Burns? No. Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Williams?
No.
Okay, I thought it was agreed upon in the back that we were going to not move any further, but now you changed your mind since we came out here. So, that being the case, because it was said that you wanted to let your legislative lawyers look at this particular argument. So now it's 3-2 and 1 abstention. So I'll ask the clerk, the lawyer, because I thought we had an agreement. Go ahead.
One moment here.
Mr. Mayor, I think you're waiting for the attorney to respond. Is that it?
Yes.
But in the meantime, what I believe we did was we talked about the fact that the Legislative Council did not get a copy of the memo that we...
You said that you didn't want to...
No, but we want him to receive it so that we can discuss it with him and have him in executive session next week.
Yeah.
But at no time did we say that we did not want to take action tonight.
Then why take, if you're going to take action, then why...
Because that's what the purpose of the meeting was for tonight.
Why would you want to discuss anything if you say you were the attorney?
Because we don't agree with the memo that the attorneys brought before us today. So what we're saying is, when the trustees called the meeting, it was for a purpose. And because
But you said back then, no trustee, that you would wait until you hear.
what we said was, we didn't know why our legislative attorney did not receive a copy of the memo that we received, so that he could have advised us previously, and that we would like to see him in executive session next Tuesday after we get a chance to discuss the memo with him, but that doesn't stop the action that the board is going to take
Why
tonight.
discuss the memo if you're gonna take action?
I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying, why discuss the memo if you're gonna?
Because we don't agree with the memo,
If you're
sir.
planning to take action then therefore what you said back then was a lie. Go ahead, Mr. Bowles.
Mayor, I think in this case, the abstention counts with the majority, and so the motion would fail.
Okay. So that means that we're not going to have the rest of the meeting, is that what you're saying? Oh, you mean
It was a motion to table, and it was 3-2, if I'm correct. And there was one abstention. The abstention counted with the majority. The motion to the table failed.
The table is basically, okay.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee.
may I ask that this agenda item be forwarded to the Finance Committee for further review?
You mean the
The
particular item
Yes, on this agenda for the special
for
call
5,
meeting.
which one are you talking about?
I'm talking for both items, 5 and 6, to be forwarded to the Finance Committee for further review.
No, she's asking before we get to that point. But she's asking, can they retake it, that's all.
No, I said forward.
Pardon me? What you said? What? I know what you all are saying. I understand that. So are you, I'm sorry, Mr. Bowles said that we have to go through it.
So, yes. And so the trustee asked if this
That's
would go to
all.
be referred to committee. If she wants to put that in the form of a motion, that's something
Yes,
that.
and you can do that. I mean, it doesn't have to mean that it's, so the trustee asked for a motion to table item number 5 and item number 6.
She said, Trustee Johnson said something about sending it to the finance. So can she repeat that? Can she repeat it, what she's asking?
I'm asking for it to be forwarded to the Finance Committee for further review.
The finance committee?
Yes, this is dealing with finances, you're snatching
But this is,
someone's finances.
we're dealing with we're dealing with an ordinance. Do you mean the ordinance committee for further review?
No.
Because this is an ordinance. So I'm not understanding why you're asking about the finance department to review an ordinance.
It was motioned by Trustee Johnson, second by Trustee Coleman, to table item 5 and 6. I'll ask for Madam Clerk to call the
She
roll.
didn't ask for a table? Okay, please use the correct language so we understand what. So what are you asking, trustee?
I don't have to answer you, I can answer to the mayor if he asks me.
Well, I'm just saying,
He's the
what
chair.
are we voting on?
He is the chair, let's respect that.
What are we voting
We
on?
already know what's going to be voted, and so would you please call the roll? She's asked for it to be tabled.
Question,
Then she needs to ask.
question.
She did ask.
I asked twice.
She didn't ask for a table. She asked for something to be sent to the
You have a
finance
question
department for
regarding the
review.
motion, sir?
So is it
Yes,
tabling
yes,
or?
Mr. Mayor,
Okay,
if I
what's the
may,
question?
I would ask that you repeat the motion for clarity.
Yes, please.
You want me to repeat it
Yes,
again?
go ahead, Trustee.
For it to be forwarded to the Finance Committee for review.
She's asking for item 5 and 6 be referred to the Finance Committee for review. That's
For
what she's
further
asking.
review.
For further review.
That's not a table.
It's a table.
It means the same thing. It means the same. Okay, well, I know what you're saying. Right now, the motion is to put this particular item 5 and 6 before the Finance Committee. She's asking to have that tabled, that you said is not, because if it's tabled, then we won't discuss it today.
Exactly.
So right now, she's asked to have it brought before the finance committee.
And, Mr. Mayor, if I may,
Go ahead.
Okay, you mentioned that it was seconded by Coleman, and I didn't
I'm sorry,
second it.
Carter, I'm sorry. Second by Carter. It was moved by Trustee Johnson, second by Trustee Carter. Just going to the motion, I know what you're going to say. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's it. No.
No.
Motion carried. Public comment. I'm sorry. Motion failed. I'll redo that. I'm sorry. Public comment. All questions and comments shall be directed to the mayor. Each speaker may comment on matters pertaining to the agenda items only.
Excuse me.
Speaker is
Mr.
allowed-
Mayor, that motion failed, so we're going to continue on with our motion to pass legislation.
Would you please read what you have here? It's in front of you. Read this fundamental. I'm going to public comment, which is the next item on the agenda.
No, it's not. It says motion to approve ordinance. Public and general comments is number 7.
She gonna take it. You don't listen.
Yeah, let Master tell you.
That's what I say. No, I didn't go out of order. Someone had to. I didn't go out. I didn't. Okay, we're going to public comment. Okay, don't. But then why you say? Each speaker is allowed one opportunity to speak up to 3 minutes and may not engage in debate. When you please come up to the front, would you please state your name? Because someone make sure that that microphone is on.
I don't know about this group, but it seems to me like you all went down to Springfield and they taught you all. The class can help you now. I mean, tabling the thing for another week wouldn't hurt nothing. So we should be trying to unify ourselves rather than arguing about this being separate, because simply to this, we can't get nothing did in the village if we can't come together. Now, the meeting of last week, at the end of the meeting, I was kind of glad. I wanted to, like I told her later, I said I would give you I'd pay $29 just to learn how to operate my phone better to work with minutes. But I'm simply saying it's important to work together. You can't argue so much. Try to come together because for the sakes of the village. Otherwise, voting don't make a difference. Don't be like the Republican Party and the Democratic Party.
Oh, I am definitely ready. My name is Francine Anderson, and of course I am at 1606. And my questions for you for this special call meeting, which we are at again, in which I comment about every time you have one, because I see that you find it necessary to pull yourselves away from the general agenda to have your own agenda so you can run your own purposes. And so, seeing that I see that none of your purposes for your call meetings are doing the citizens of Sauk Village any good, maybe, Mr. Mayor, you can ask the trustees who called for this meeting these questions for me. And these questions can include, I would like to know what prompted you or what reasons did you use for your salary deductions? Number one. Number two, what kind of criteria did you use to identify what staff salaries needed to be reduced? Can we start off by making a vote to reduce the salary of trustees? Maybe that would help your perceived budget deficit. Number three, since you devalue the employees of this town, maybe you need to take a petition door to door to some of the citizens so we can tell you how we value the employees and the services that we receive from those particular service providers, since they are village employees. And number four, and please take this and make sure you run it by employees. Look at the money you have spent for his advice. Well, you wanted to change this meeting today so that you do not have him here, so he can give you his privileged information that we pay very well for. That $200 per hour that we spend for you to talk to him, we could use that for the monies that you're preparing to reduce salaries. Number five, in case you think I don't have another one, did you consider the consequences of what you did when you, first of all, did your own budget, and second of all, that you did not put that for public hearing so that the public can hear what you as trustees thought was a better budget or thought was a better way of financing or amending? No, you didn't even amend the budget that was presented to the public. So we had no idea of what your suggestions were. Or will every citizen have to come to your particular meeting or these meetings in order to get information? It wasn't on the website. I didn't see it. So where did you publicize it? It wasn't on the wall. I didn't see it. Because I come to Village Hall to look for it, to make sure I was looking at the right budget. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Rosie Williams-Baig, and just talking about the budget that was presented, I know that the board had a meeting where it was decided that the trustees presented one budget, and then the mayor and the finance department presented another one. And I came the following day to review the budgets, and when I walked into Village Hall, both documents were sitting in the back, and I talked to, I believe her name is Stacy at the front desk, and she said, oh, well, you can't have a copy of them, but you can review them. And then I believe Miss Renee came in.
You're not calling that.
And then removed the budget physically in front of me, and then said, we're only presenting this one. So both budgets were available for about 5 minutes, because I walked in about 8:15 that morning, and by that time, the budget was removed in front of me, and I did leave a message at that point with the person at the front desk to have the village administrator contact me to ask why the budgets that I physically saw were there, and then one was removed, but until this date, I haven't heard anything. So I did just want to not say that the budget was not presented publicly. There was an attempt. It was removed by village personnel. Thank you.
Thank you.
David Smith, resident. My first question is, why now? Why couldn't, even though it's past 7, but what was the necessity that we had to have this meeting an hour early, and now our second meeting is delayed? What was so important they couldn't wait? Because the second meeting is a board meeting too, and you guys are going to vote and take action on that, take action to that meeting. So what provided the necessity for this meeting to be called? Is there some sort of time frame that needs to be established? Is there a deadline that needs to be met? Like, what was the necessity that was created for all of this to go on right now, and we're still behind on our second meeting? The next question is, who came up with the numbers for the alleged ordinance that's about to get voted on today? It was never discussed to my knowledge in a committee meeting or a board meeting. So which one of you trustees submitted this information to your law firm to get it to the state that it's in right now? And did you guys have some sort of a special meeting on your own to come up with these numbers, or did you just give that power to one individual, or maybe a few of you? I'm curious because you never gave us residents an opportunity to hear you debate. So I'm just curious how this whole thing came about. I got that. That's it.
Anyone else? Okay. Most of these comments were just what they were comments. There's only one, maybe two. Well, it was a comment, so it was really one. I can't answer that one. Who came up with the numbers? Francine made a lot of comments about salary reduction, so that was a comment. So, but I don't know who came up with it. I didn't ask that myself, so I guess we'll find out, or we're going to see. But no, most of the things that were said, it was a comment said about the, you know, why can't we wait another week? That's a comment. So you already see what that's going about, what's happening there. So with that being said, I'm going to move forward with the meeting and go with the next item, which is an ordinance amending the municipal code of the Village of Sauk Village, establishing the salaries of village officials and supervisory personnel.
So moved. I motion.
I didn't ask for motion yet. No, well, not really. I'm just reading it. I'll ask for a motion if that's what it is. Everybody wants to. I swear I wish you all were. I don't need everybody to help me with my job. I'll tell you that. Okay, I'll ask for a motion because it hasn't been discussed, and this is not the time to discuss it. So obviously it's been discussed somewhere else, but I'll ask
Excuse me, Mr.
I'll
Mayor.
ask for a motion because this is what's on the agenda. It has nothing on here about discussion.
When you do a motion, Mr. Mayor, after you motion, the discussion and debate becomes a part of the motion.
I've done this. This is not my first time.
No, you just said we wasn't going to discuss it? Okay, so I'm just, okay.
Mr. Mayor.
Please do your job, which is not what you're doing.
You're saying we can't discuss it and that is improper.
I didn't say that. I said right now I'm asking for a motion.
So moved.
I know when I ask for discussion.
So moved.
Well, Mr. Mayor, what I said when you first read the ordinance was, are we about to discuss it?
No.
And no, you said no. The
No,
trustees did not say.
I'm asking for a motion first.
What?
I'm asking for a motion.
So moved.
Okay. Second.
Moved by Trustee Burns, second by Trustee Williams. Are there any questions?
So, Mr. Mayor, we are motioning to get ready to make a vote on the amended municipal code ordinance for the Village of Sauk Village, establishing the compensation for certain village officials.
That's your question? That's not a question. That's just a statement. I asked for questions. Did you have any questions?
Yes, my question is, as well as Trustee Williams, we are now able to discuss. I'm saying we are at the area where now we can discuss. I'm asking you, can we continue to discuss that? We've made the motion.
I'm asking you, do you have a question on the motion?
Yes, we're going to discuss. The question is, we're ready to discuss the motion.
You should have discussed what you should have discussed this. You put this on the agenda, you call a special meeting.
Mr. Mayor,
So
Mr. Mayor, absolutely, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, well.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else have a...
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the point I'm trying to make is it's on the agenda as a discussion item
Where's it say
prior to being voted on the agenda. It just
It says the
states
ordinance
name of the
amending the
ordinance.
municipal code of Sauk Village, establishing the salaries of village officials and supervisory personnel.
So this is where you introduce the ordinance and then you vote on it.
Yes.
Like, this is not the first time this has been done this way.
But you didn't have a discussion part.
That's what I said at the very beginning. Are we discussing?
The week before.
No, not always. A special meeting, it is not the first time at a special meeting that we brought the item to the table and then voted on it at the special meeting. Because, Mr. Mayor, you do not allow the trustees the opportunity to bring items to an agenda. You remove them before the meeting. That is the cause for special meetings. Because the mayor does not allow the trustees to have an opinion or a vote. So that's why we call special meetings, sir.
Okay. I didn't ask you why you called special meeting. No, I did not.
Can I ask my question?
Number 5 is I asked for.
It's a discussion. Right. Number 5 is a discussion, and number 6 is the motion. So we can discuss.
Can I ask a question?
Trustee Johnson.
What? I want to know who typed this up. Because I know the clerk did. Who typed this up? Prepared this. Who typed it up? Oh, no one? So Catherine Quigley typed it up. So probably this is why we're going to do what we're going to do. No. Because you didn't, whoever typed it didn't use the right terminology. Don't you think?
Excuse me, Trustee Johnson. When you say use the right, okay, I'm trying to. What do you mean when you say the right terminology? What can you explain to me? What are you speaking of when you say the right terminology?
It says an ordinance. It doesn't say motion to.
We're in discussion, so we're fine, Trustee. I'm not sure what you're speaking of, but the directions are very clear.
Mayor, can I get my answer, please?
You asked a question there. Obviously, they don't have an answer.
They don't have an answer.
Motion to pass is number 6,
yes.
Trustee Johnson.
Yes, not number.
I can read and I understand.
Well, you just said that's not what it says.
Who typed this up?
It doesn't
because
matter.
It's wrong.
Can we move on with the meeting, please?
Forward this to the clerk. Simple as that. Because I know this is not the clerk's work. I know this is not her work. Horrible. Wasting my time for a meeting and y'all didn't get my documents in order.
Point of order.
What do you want to discuss?
This is horrible.
What do you want to discuss? I'm asking you.
You want to discuss how horrible this is?
Trustee Johnson, I'm sorry, Trustee Burns, what do you want to discuss?
Okay, I want to discuss the municipal code, and I want to make sure that we have a very clear understanding. There are several questions on the floor regarding us having special meetings and regarding us making these, approving these ordinances. So the ordinance clearly states that the Village of Sauk Village is a duly organized and existing municipal corporation created under the provisions of the law of the state of Illinois and under the provision of the Illinois Municipal Code, as from time to time supplemented and amended. Okay, so our code says that from time to time, the trustees and the mayor were able to amend codes when needed. And so that is what we're doing. That is within our duly organized and existing corporation, what we're created to do, okay? The president and the board of trustees of the village of Sauk Village may from time to time amend the text of the municipal code, of the village code, when it is determined to be in the best interest of the village. And whereas the compensation of the mutual officials must be fixed pursuant to section 3150-5 and 3150-10 of the Illinois Municipal Code. Okay? The corporate authorities have the authority to establish compensation from time to time, supplement and amend compensation for village officials. So we're doing what we have the authority to do, and if we deem that is in the best interest of the village, we have been ordered by law and by code to make such changes. So if you're questioning why we're doing what we're doing, because the law says we're able to do so. The law says we are to do so, and the law accepts our decisions. And that is why we do what we do. We are following the law.
Did you provide us with a copy of that code for each and every trustee to have a copy in this packet for the special meeting?
The code is provided in the law, the written law,
Again,
Trustee Johnson. And if you want the code, I have provided you with the code.
Whoever prepped this packet did not give us the information that you're quoting. So I have the right to ask, where is that code at in writing?
It's right here, Trustee. I just read it.
What happened?
Yes, you do, Trustee.
We're not going back and forth. She's just making a statement like you just made a statement.
I know if the clerk would have pressed this, we would have had it.
She said she was asking you.
She's not asking you. She said
asked me.
when. No, she didn't call you.
The code is right here in the.
Trustee, are you going to? Okay, that's the problem that we have.
She asked
Everybody wants to do what they want, and no one wants to listen.
Trustee Johnson asked me a question.
No, I didn't. I didn't say your name. I didn't ask you a question.
You took it as that because maybe I don't know why, but you just.
She asked a question.
She made a statement.
She said, she asked me, had I provided the code for her? And I said,
no,
yes.
I did not. I'm telling you, I did not address it to you.
Into a committee meeting where we discuss. At special meetings, you're supposed to vote on something.
And discuss.
No, you don't. You should discuss it already.
You can discuss, Mayor.
That's the problem. Y'all think y'all know what you're doing, but you don't.
I'm reading the law. I do know what I'm doing.
Common sense ain't common no more.
Please, Madam Clerk, explain to the mayor.
You don't have to explain nothing to the mayor.
Because the mayor doesn't understand.
Please don't go there because you don't understand.
Mr. Mayor.
Damn.
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Mayor, you've been cussing all night. Can you abstain, please? Can you abstain for the foul language, Mr. Mayor? We're trying to move on with the meeting.
You can run what you think you can run.
Mr. Mayor.
You have to, first of all, learn
Mr.
how to
Mayor.
follow before you can leave.
Mr. Mayor, learn how to leave in order for us to follow.
I am not recognizing
you. Must recognize me. You have no choice, sir. Yes, you must.
No, I don't.
You must. You don't have the authority not to recognize me or anyone on this diocese.
I'm not recognizing you.
Well, you absolutely
Trustee
will.
Johnson, you threw with your statement.
Absolutely, Mayor. Thank you.
Your statement, Trustee Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just to clarify for those who haven't been here previously, the reason we're doing this is because we have had no budget. Our budget expired April 30th. We did not have a budget presented from the Finance Department until December 9th. That budget was presented. Trustees made recommendations to amend that budget. We presented that budget, and as a resident just stated, we presented that budget, and the mayor approved at a meeting stating that budget would be presented to the public.
No, I didn't.
And it had to, yes, you
Yes,
did,
he
sir.
did.
It's on tape.
Yes, it's on
and it's
tape.
on tape.
Yes, he
So
did.
when we were told that the budget that we amended in the correct fashion would be submitted to the village hall, and it was not, it was pulled, and the original budget in its place that was inappropriate. And there were some things that needed to be done. Residents, you have no idea what is happening in your village. Now, someone mentioned about reducing the trustees' salaries. I have offered to take a percentage of my
We don't have salaries.
my $6,500 annual salary. I have offered to match the mayor to take whatever percentage he wants. I will take the same percentage and donate it to the children of Sauk Village. And he didn't say a word. He didn't say a word. I will do it today. I will do it today. I will reduce my own salary and donate it to the children if he matches me. Now that's the same. The other thing is you have no water bill. I haven't received a water bill yet. We have no.
Why are we talking about water bills?
This is why we need
to amend. This meeting is not about water bills.
This is about the lack of the business getting done in Sauk Village. Don't have people come to the podium.
I'll
and
ask
talk
for
about what we don't
motion
do.
to recess for 5 minutes.
So move.
Okay, motion is moved by Trustee John, second by Trustee Carter. I'm asking for, because you all don't want to listen to what I have to say. You don't want, pardon me?
No. If you motion, you have to have a vote.
Motion to recess, Madam.
And I move the motion to recess.
You have to take a vote on the motion. You have to take a vote on the motion. So if you want to recess, we have to vote on it. I don't have time. I got something to do. So we need to vote on this motion to recess. Okay, so Madam Clerk, she will call the roll.
Dad, who's the mayor? You
He doesn't understand the process.
You're not the mayor.
Point of order.
You're not the mayor.
Point of order, please.
You don't run this board.
Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
I'm sick of your mess. It's the truth. I'm trying to figure out who do I answer to.
Debbie and
Recess.
Why didn't she gonna say no
I
recess?
said she's going to take the roll for the recess. She's going to take the roll for the recess.
You need to learn your place. Once you learn your place, now when we sitting up here upset. Shut up, Ms. Williams. Ain't nobody talking to you.
I motion to have Trustee Johnson removed from this diocese. She do not speak to other trustees in this matter. I motion to have Trustee Johnson removed from the diocese. We're going to motion. This recess is not acknowledged because it was not voted on. We can continue the business because this is not an acknowledged recess. There is no vote to have a recess. Attorney, go. Attorney. How we have a recess and we haven't voted on the motion? But you are attorney, so you know better. We're supposed to vote on every motion. So officially there is no recess because this recess has not been properly voted on. And the attorney is in agreement. There is no recess because
It's the same two dopes.
No.
5-minute recess, gavel. Recess. For the last 3 months, anyway.
Yeah, we gotta go pop this road. We gotta go pop the road.
This makes no sense. I wish they had public television so everybody could be laughing. I was sitting there, but you know what's that? The thing you said for the
Cheetahs, you think they'd be killed.
Still an answer your question. This ain't nothing but a game show.
This is horrible. Everybody wants to be there, Now, Williams means nothing to me.
Right, you see the issue right there.
That's why we just can't go to the library, because the daughter went to the library.
Yeah, without a code.
Mr. Harvey, one for trustee again. Because once you look at it,
Yeah, be sure to run on her ticket. That's right, Craig. She's gonna tell him to run the gas. Be sure you put him on your ticket, man.
Most of the folks don't come to me because we already know that. That's why they don't come.
She ain't been on this for a minute.
Hey, roll to your side. Yeah.
When you run, make sure that she pays for your campaign material, because that didn't pay for his. He didn't pay for his. So make sure you got somebody to pay for your campaign material. Oh, they'll give it to him. Oh, okay.
This is really, I mean, this ain't nothing that you have to do with our church.
They didn't cut the lawyers by 30%. Be the chief there. They didn't cut the lawyers by 30%. How you doing?
But I had to come up with 15. All right. Gravy, you guessed.
Shoot, I got my education. I got university behind me.
That's right, purposes.
Come on, share.
Like my station calling my phone down, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Madam Clerk. Me, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can I talk just to you? Can I speak just to you? Okay. This is reference correspondence that I received. This is reference correspondence that I received concerning the building. Yes. No, I'll wait for the next meeting. I know that. Something I think I have to discuss with you before and put it out. That's my question. No problem. Thank you.
All right, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll from coming out of coming out of recess?
Here.
Trustee Johnson.
Here.
Trustee Sapp.
Here.
Trustee Williams.
Here.
Okay, in regards to any more discussion as far as, I don't understand.
I got a question.
Okay, before we go to the vote, yes, Trustee.
I want to know, where are the facts and the proven documents to support what they're asking to cut all 4 of these workers? Where's the facts at? I need something to compare.
That's what
What made y'all come up with these numbers to cut all 4 of these, especially to $40.87 per hour? What am I comparing it to?
No, she's not asking, she's making a statement because you
I'm
all
making a
cannot,
statement.
you all cannot answer that question because it was not done by one person. I'm sure it wasn't.
Yeah.
So this is just you just putting it out there for record.
Yes, and what gave them the idea to come up with this right after they just had a special meeting about the budget, where they stated that they was only taking away their raises. They wasn't cutting salaries. So prove to me that y'all not trying to cut these 4 employees' salaries.
Any other question in regards to that?
Mr. Mayor, the only thing I have is a response to that. If you look at the budget.
No, we can't get a response.
You just, no, I want to ask
Trustee Williams, we
I'll do
can't.
it as part of my public comment.
No, what I'm saying is you can't give a response if all 4 of you guys decide to do
I'll
this.
wait till my public comment.
But public comment has nothing to do with it. How can one person answer that question?
Apparently, this trustee did not look at the budget that we presented because these salaries were included in that budget on paper. It didn't just happen. Come on, look at your paperwork.
I always look at my paperwork. That's how I can catch on when y'all making mistakes and y'all not reading y'all material.
Okay. Any more?
Got the right one.
Any more questions in regards to the ordinance? All right, then the next item is item number 6, a motion to approve an ordinance amending the municipal code of the Village of Sauk Village.
So moved.
I already know what you're gonna do, but let me finish.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Establishing the salaries of the village officials and supervisory personnel.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Trustee Burns, second by Trustee Coleman. Are there any questions in regards to this? Okay, I do have a question as far as this is concerned. I'm in agreement with what the trustee stated. Where did they come up? What template did you use? I mean, cutting someone's salaries is very, very personal. And I'm just making this statement. Who in the heck wants to come to work the next day and find out you make less money than you did the day before? But if we're going to be that kind of village, who wants to work here? Who would want to work here? So this is just a statement. It's a shame that's happening, because it seems to me as you try to push people out of a job, because no one here wants to come in and make less money the day before, or the day that they come in less than what they did the day before. That's a shame. But you know, I don't understand it. I don't understand why. But I thought we were going to discuss this a little further and find out about it. Obviously, it didn't make sense to even go in the back to have an executive session, because it was said one thing and then come out and do another. That's all I have to say. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Carter?
No.
Trustee Coleman?
Yes.
Trustee Jackson?
No.
Trustee Sapp?
Yes.
Trustee Williams?
Yes.
Trustee Burns?
Yes.
Motion is carried. Next item, general comments from the trustees. I'll start with Trustee Williams. Even though we're going to go into a meeting here in a few minutes, you got general comments there too, but trustee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just wanted to say that, contrary to what the trustee said, this was part of the discussion of the amendments that the trustees tried to make. We have several issues within the village as far as the finance department is concerned. We are far behind in our audits. We haven't had a budget when the budget expired in May. We had to create a budget based on the fact that the finance department had not turned in a budget. We have several issues happening in the finance department with money missing and not being reported properly. There are so many things that need to be done. We have tried to bring in professional help to come in and help the finance department get back on track, and the mayor has fought us every single time. We have passed legislation. He has vetoed it. We have overridden it. He has ignored it once it was overridden. He will not allow the trustees to do their job. Our job is to take care of the residents, the finances. That is our job. We are not able to take care of our job. We're trying to bring people in from the outside to help bring the finance department back on track. The mayor refuses to do that. I'm sorry if this is the route that we have to take. There have been salaries that have been given to personnel that have never come before the board. The board is supposed to approve all salaries. There have been raises that have been given. There has been promotions that has been given. There has been salaries that were never discussed. There are people working without a contract, and they just get whatever the mayor decides to give them. I'm sorry. You don't have to elect me the next time, but the last time I was elected, that's what I was elected for the people. So, Mr. Mayor, I thank you for allowing me to comment.
Trustee Burns.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There was a question asked that they can't believe that someone will walk in office and their salary be changed. And Mr. Mayor always says to us to follow Well, this is a direct following of his actions. Mr. Mayor did the exact same thing as a trustee. As a trustee, when he understood if a salary, as a trustee, he understood that if you have not brought salaries before the board to get approved, those salaries don't exist. So if we have a problem with what the trustees are doing, please address the mayor. We are not removing salaries. We're not cutting salaries. We are not acknowledging salaries that didn't come before this board. And if the mayor wants the employees to have salaries, then bring the salaries before the board the way he's supposed to, so that we can vote on it the way we're supposed to. Because guess what? When it's time for the budget, and if he didn't do his job properly, and we can't do our job properly, then you get confusion that the mayor is bringing in this rotunda room regarding salaries. So the mayor wants to say he's not happy that when they walk in, their salaries are changed, then Mr. Mayor has to be unhappy with how he's conducting the village business. He has to be unhappy with not making sure that his employees' salary stand. He has to be unhappy with that. So I am very confident in the fact that I'm doing the job that you guys put me here to do. And that is, we vote in the money and we vote it out. If you want these salaries to... The mayor has done it himself, and we're following in his footsteps. He did it as a trustee, and now he's mayor. So I guarantee you the mayor understands exactly what we're doing. Regardless of what he says, he knows we cannot acknowledge salaries that has never been brought before us to acknowledge, period. Now, we wasn't able, he didn't bring the salaries, so we couldn't approve salaries. We have no audits. We have no work evaluations. Salaries are contingent upon evaluations as well. If you are in a job, you should be evaluated in order to even get a salary. If there are no evaluations, how can there be salaries without evaluation? Every one of you have jobs or have had jobs. And anyone can tell me right now, how many salaries or increases have you gotten without being evaluated by your employer? So don't come up here and look at us like we're doing something wrong when you have worked a job every day and each one of you understand the evaluation and salary increase process. Every one of you understands it. These people have not been evaluated. And there's because these employees have not been evaluated. Point of order, or we will have you removed. Point of order, or we will motion to have you removed.
Finish your statement.
I cannot because there's noise.
Oh, there's noise every time.
I'm point of order, Mayor. I have the mic. Please, sir. So again, we do not have audits done. We cannot get government funding proper because no audits. We do not have our bank recs done. So therefore, the auditors that we have voted to come in to fix this situation cannot be done. So don't tell us how to do our business until the administration does theirs. So now, you guys have a problem? Have a problem with your mayor. Have a problem with employees who don't do their jobs. Have a problem with that. Not have a problem with the trustees who's doing their jobs. We already got problems over in Dalton and all these other mayors that's losing their minds because they don't want the trustees to do their job. Well, we're here to do our jobs.
She watches TV.
Period.
She watches TV.
We're here to do our jobs. And just because the mayor is doing it wrong, don't mean that we have to follow in these mayor's footsteps to do it wrong too. Now, when people do their jobs and when the mayor brings them before the board, we will kindly oblige. But until then, I I cannot acknowledge something that I have not seen or has not been presented to this board. Period. Thank you.
Trustee Carter.
Mayor, thank you. No, a lot of times I don't say nothing up here, but today I'm very disappointed. Because I wouldn't want no job, I got to depend on somebody, 6 people to get me a raise or take my raise away. You know, and we don't understand it. Taking money out of people's household.
Right.
When they already on their budget for their household. And I just don't understand how y'all sleep at night.
They don't sleep.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Trustee Johnson. Trustee Johnson.
I feel this ordinance is not in the best interest of the village, nor the taxpayers. I'm totally against this ordinance. That's it.
Oh, that's it? Trustee Coleman?
I'm ready to go. I know, but I'm ready to take a break.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Took a toll on me. Because y'all ain't got the best interest of the village. Y'all don't.
Trustee.
You laughing like it's funny, and it ain't funny. The employees that's trying to work here and work for the village. They are doing work. I come in here every single day and check on them. They working.
Where the artists, baby?
Point of order.
They don't deal with the audits.
Where the artists, baby?
Remember, y'all fired the person that was working on the audit. Remember that. You fired the person that was working on our audits.
We're not going back. We're not going back and forth. Trustee Coleman, please. You have something to say.
They forgot that.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not going to say anything until I have
We can't say no names, but they fired the person that was working on our audits.
Trustee Johnson. Go ahead, Trustee Coleman.
Trying to shut me up because I'm telling the truth.
I tried.
That he need to take control of you.
But you all don't listen.
You don't listen. And y'all don't comprehend.
Would you say I don't do what? I am damning at you because you do the same thing that I asked nobody to do. And yes, I will. Yes, I will. Well, then get up and walk out. Get up and walk out.
Right.
Bye.
Hey, we can
hallelujah. Go ahead, Trustee Coleman.
She's finally walking out.
If we want to end the meeting, motion to end it. That's all we have to do.
Go ahead, Trustee Coleman.
Hot mess.
I'm going to try it again. I'll try it again.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. All right. What's going on right now?
I would say shit. Was that what you said?
Here we go again.
But you did say that.
That is an audience, Mr. Mayor. You don't speak to the audience.
No, but they're good. Stay
Well,
off.
her name is on a special call meeting up, but she gonna step down.
Trustee Williams, Trustee Williams, we can motion just to end this meeting.
Go ahead.
Yes.
You said what?
Motion to end this meeting, please.
I'm making a motion to end.
Motion to end this meeting because they're selective people if they're allowing to move forward.
Okay, can
They're selective. We got the audience out. We make a motion.
You don't have that right to do that.
So second.
You don't have to. No, you can't. You can't. Walk out. Walk out. Trustee Coleman, go ahead.
Not walking out, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
We have motion. We have a first. We have a motion and a second.
Right now, but go ahead, Trustee.
We have a motion. We finna end this meeting. The audience, if they're out of order, that thing is out of order. So we are.
What thing?
I want to try one.
Who you calling a thing?
If I can't finish saying what I'm saying,
Did I hear her call
then
say
call
thing?
a motion to dismiss.
No, we're not going to dismiss.
I want to know who she called a thing to.
Okay, that's true. Okay.
What board?
I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to. Don't tell me what I need to do because you all don't listen. But you don't listen to me. None of you do. So I want to hear. I don't want to hear. I know you don't. Thank you. You got that right.
Okay. Now can I speak?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Pay me my money.
All right. You know what? I I talked, when I first got elected here, some 3 years ago, okay?
Where's my money?
I asked the mayor because I ran with him. I was on his ticket.
And on my
Okay, and then I asked him personally, I said, Mr. Mayor, what would you like from your trustees?
Yeah.
He answered, absolute authority.
No.
Well, any leader or anybody who's aspiring to be a leader, in any book on leadership, they'll tell you that absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Socrates said, absolute power corrupts itself.
Pay my money.
Okay? So what you're looking at right now is a result of someone who wants absolute authority. Spends when he wants to spend.
Give me my money.
Give raises when he wants to raise. Okay.
I need 60.
Anything he wants to do, he does it without any regards to the balance of government, which is the authorities, which is the trustees, as well as himself. This is a balance. That's what the democracy is all about, you all. The president can't do what he want to do unless Congress give him the authority to do so. And that's what this is. We legislate, trustees legislate, he execute. But the problem is, there is no executing going on. We don't have audits, we don't have a budget, and that's part of his execution, okay? It's not happening. So what we have right now, to sum it all up, you all, is a rogue administration. We have a rogue mayor, we have a rogue administration. That's what you have here. And the trustees are trying to establish a government that's by the people and for the people. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we as a people want. But I'm ashamed, okay? I'm ashamed because we got black on black hate.
Move.
And you go to church and you call yourself Christians, but you can't. But you're angry all the time. You're angry at each other all the time. What is that? You call that love? You call that being saved? Huh? You call that being a child of God? No, it's not. Okay? Here's another thing. Here's another thing. I used to be right where you are right now.
When?
Right where you are right now. Okay? Right where you are. Right where you are right now, I was there. Okay? And everything that's going up here, that's come to this public comment, is scripted. Scripted. So the mayor can throw a stone and hide his hands. And I know because I was there, right there with you. And you know what? Once I found out what was wrong, I walked away. I repented.
You did.
That's what Christians do. They repent when they know they're doing wrong. But if you don't repent, then maybe you ain't saved. Maybe. I mean, just because you go to church don't make you a Christian. No more than being in the garage makes you a car.
That's right. But what they got to do then?
But you know what? But you know what? Righteousness is coming to this village.
Yes, it is.
Righteousness is coming to this village.
Well, this time,
As a matter of fact, it's here right now.
you gotta have your money now. Watch out. Watch out.
Righteousness is in this village right now. And the devil, you know, the devil is defeated. God is exalted.
You know that?
Okay? And Jesus Christ is Lord.
Jesus Christ.
Help him, Lord.
Help him.
Trustees.
And that's what you call righteous indignation. Now, I'm going off on you all out of righteous indignation. Because, listen, here's the reality of it all. When righteousness rules, the people rejoice. And there's nobody rejoicing in this place, y'all.
I'm trying to go.
Right, when righteousness rules, the people rejoice. But there is no rejoicing. Because there's a lot of corruption going on.
Okay.
Trustee, are you done? Trustee, yeah, I'm asking you. I got Trustee Sapp. Are you done?
Well, let me complete. Let me say this one more thing. Okay.
One more thing.
And I'm gonna say it again. And I'm gonna be saying this here until I leave this office. Righteousness is here right now.
Okay.
All right? Now, some of you may not know, but I believe most of you all do know. And for those who know and don't act like it, shame on you.
Shame on you. Cash, check, and money order.
That's my report. That's my comment.
Go ahead.
No comment.
I do have a few things to say. And I would have to say what everyone heard what Colin Trustee had to say. They want to blame me. I have no problem with that. I am the mayor, and I will take responsibility over, because my name is the one that's on the top of the list. However, to blame the mayor for the actions that you feel you have to take to cut someone's salary, how dare you? How dare you do something like that? Because, someone made a statement. If your salary was being cut, you wouldn't be happy about it either. The person that was doing the audits, I'm going to let everybody know, they got rid of that person too. You admonished that person, you talked about that person, you did all kind of stuff to get this person out. They didn't want to get their name run through the mud anymore, so they left because of. So now I guess when you take money away from these employees, you're hoping that they will leave, so you think that you can put someone else in there. As long as I'm mayor, that's not going to happen.
Thank you.
That's not going to happen. So I put people in there, but unless they cow down and kiss your butt, you have nothing to say to them, or you don't want to talk about it, but you can talk about them. Please remember, when you want to quote scripture, remember what you're saying and pointing fingers, there's 4 of them coming back at you. So by sitting up here quoting scripture and everything does not absolve you from anything. Please, I'm talking, sir. I didn't stop you. Please, I'm talking. Thank you.
Cash, check, and money order.
So you have to understand. But to blame someone else because what you did was personal. It's not because they didn't do their job. You don't even know what their job is. You're not here every day. It's not because, we didn't see this happening. You came and said, we're going to cut it right now.
Don't say that.
So only thing I'm saying is this.
Can't speak for us.
Trustee, please. I'm asking. Okay, no, I'm not asking you. Now, you want to continue to keep going back and forth, you can.
No, I'm
No,
not.
that's because you don't respect nothing that nobody says anyway.
No, I just
You
said.
don't respect the chair, no, you don't.
Mr. Mayor.
The only thing I'm saying is this.
Mr. Mayor, I'm just saying, please don't put words in our mouth.
I'm talking, please.
Okay, thank you.
Please, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
No, I'm not walking, I'm talking. The only thing I'm saying is I will, so that you know, veto this action that happened tonight.
Thank you.
Because I don't believe, of course, yeah, of course. Because those that had a job, or that worked for a living, or was out there every day, should understand what this is all about.
Say that again.
You don't sit up and take money away.
Don't give it then.
So you
get it
you want me to adjourn so you can keep, so you want to keep doing whatever it is? Well, as I said before, you can't lead unless you know how to follow. And if you want to follow, are you going to continue? Are you going to continue? You're going to respect what I respected you. Because damn it, I don't have.
No, you didn't. You didn't respect nobody up here, man. You didn't respect nobody up here. You didn't respect nobody up here, Mayor.
I'm talking.
But you didn't respect nobody up here. So if you're gonna dish it, be able to take it.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. But this is what you got now, because you don't come out and you don't vet people that are in office. This is what happens when you don't do that. People that come in and diminish a person's salary because what? They don't like them. They don't respect them. There's nothing here that showed me any kind of way that you took, whatever it is that you took to say, I'm decreasing this salary for what they did or didn't do, or show me some paperwork. There's nothing. It's just, we're going to do it.
You shouldn't have brought it up. You should have brought it to the board.
Back and forth. No, we cannot. I didn't adjourn
truth.
No, they
Brought it to the board.
don't. But no.
Should have brought it to the board.
Yeah, well, I'm talking
It
to
is
whoever
the
you talk
truth.
to.
Shut up talking to me, Coleman.
So the
Keep
thing,
your comments to yourself. I don't want to hear it in my daggone ear. So just shut
that's
up.
the problem that you have. How can you lead and how can you move a village forward if you got people on the board going back and forth with each other that don't respect each other or mayor? But you want to move this village forward. You want to try to come into this village and try to make this village possible.
We wouldn't be going through this if you.
Yeah, no, what we going through because I won't kiss your butt.
If you would have brought it to the
I
board.
no, I had my time, you had yours.
You didn't do your job.
I had my time.
You didn't do
You
your
gonna keep going? Are you gonna keep going, trustee? So we still got another meeting, so I guess you're gonna have questions on that meeting.
Let's hurry up.
She needs a
Don't
break.
tell me
Let her
what
go.
to do.
I'm not telling
Then
you.
don't tell me to hurry up.
I'm not telling you to hurry
So
up.
you gone, Trustee Williams? I'll be back. No, you don't have to be back.
Point of privilege.
Walk
Point
out.
of privilege. Point of privilege.
But that's what you got.
Point of
That's what
privilege.
you have here in the village.
And this is who y'all voted in.
Don't care,
No, you didn't
and don't
vote.
respect
They
the
voted
board.
in.
I'll ask for a motion.
Shut up, Coleman. I don't want to hear you in my ear. Shut up. I don't want to hear you, Coleman.
I need a second.
So moved.
I need a second.
Second.
I need a second. I need a
A
second.
hot mess.
To adjourn.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you motion?
Trustee
What's the
Burns'
thing?
motion.
What's
Trustee Burns' motion. If y'all weren't
I
talking,
moved the
Trustee
motion.
Burns' motion.
I moved.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Coleman?
Yes.
Trustee Johnson?
Yes.
Trustee Sapp?
Yeah.
Trustee Williams?
He's not here.
Trustee Burns?
Yes.
Motion